All right, we are ready to go. Well, I want to say welcome, everyone. My name is Kim Cardenas. I'm a regional vice president. Area manager Alyssa Britt. Wave, Alyssa, so everybody sees you. And then executive regional vice president Eleanor Sherfield, who has not popped on here yet this evening. We have joined together to share with you. This is going to be a venue for you to hone your skills to reach district manager and beyond. And, you know, as we all say in Arbonne, if you can go district, you can become a national vice president. And so I just want to give a shout out to Alyssa and Eleanor. Thank you so much for joining in to offer this weekly Let's Go District Zoom. And so I just want to give a second for each one of you to introduce yourselves, and then we'll move on. So Alyssa, you just want to tell everybody, you know, a little bit about you. Two sentences, where you're from, family, what?
Okay, 2 sentences. My name is Alyssa Britt, and I have been with Arbonne for 4.5 years now. And I live in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and that's already 2 sentences, but I've got a husband and 2 kids, and that's it. Kim and I are really good friends.
Yes, and I'm excited to have Alyssa join in with this. Eleanor, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure, I would love to. My name is Eleanor Sherfield, and I'm from Hot Springs, Arkansas. And I have, oh my goodness, I was a client for probably 4 years, loving the products, and became a VP. And I have a husband, 3 children, and 6 grandchildren. And I've been traveling, and I'm so happy to see all your faces.
Thanks, Eleanor. It is great to be back after summer. And though in summer we don't necessarily put our businesses on the back burner, but we all have so much going on in the summer with vacations and children out of school. It just makes for very, very busy. And we don't really get together too much like this during the summer. Even though we're all still working our businesses, we just don't all come together because our lives are moving in so many different ways. But what I want to begin with is I hope that you loved Executive National Vice President Linda Parker's first in the series of 6 Let's Go District audios. You know, she is the best of the best when it comes to coaching consultants on how to get to district manager. And so after every Zoom that we do together, I will post the next Let's Go District audio, and Eleanor will post for her team, and Alyssa will post for her team also. So what we want you to do is to listen to that audio right before the next Zoom where we come together. So for the next 6 weeks, we will meet here every Monday night. And this will be except for next Monday, August 6th, and then Monday, September 10th. Because these Mondays are already booked for our monthly nation meeting. And so I hope you all take advantage of tuning into these also, because we will not be meeting on this Zoom, but to keep you in sync with getting on a Zoom every Monday at 8:30. And actually those are at 8 p.m. So they're 30 minutes earlier than what we book ours for. But it is on the nation Zooms that you will hear and see, you'll hear from and see consultants from all across the nation, you know, share. These are all people that are connected to this team, that we are connected to that team, to that larger team, and you will hear their stories. You will also receive some great, very timely training. So I hope that you will also tune into those, and your sponsor, your upline, will keep you connected and keep you aware of those Zooms coming up. So we are going to try really hard to keep these Let's Go District Zooms to 30 minutes. And so it's going to be a forum for you to share what spoke to you while listening to the audio, and then also to ask questions. We want you to be prepared each week to do the homework that Linda Parker gives during the audio. And so this is your opportunity to get clarification and to be empowered to build your businesses to district and beyond. And so I will, since I opened this up this evening, I will go first and share with you what actually, what spoke to me during this first audio. And so the tip that spoke to me during this call was belief has a sound. And so when you know where you're going and you are having fun getting there, people are going to want to join you on your adventure. So when you go about sharing your Arbonne business and your Arbonne products, let your heart, your joy, your passion for this show through, because you reach somebody's heart first. I mean, somebody's going to join you because of their heart most often, and not because of the facts that you tell them. So you've got to touch people's heart. And the way you do that is with your passion and with your joy and with being authentic, about your love for this business and these products. And so Linda, she recommended that you listen to or watch a Discover Arbonne every day. And so if you're new to Arbonne, you can actually go to YouTube, and in the search engine line, you can type out Discover Arbonne, and hundreds upon hundreds of Discover Arbonnes will pop up. And you will soon find your favorite vice presidents that you love to listen to. If you want to write down a couple of names tonight, I will tell you my favorites. I love Debbie Neal, Ashley Stone, and Ashley Strong. And so these are some Discover Arbonnes that I love to listen to, and I listen to them over and over. You can also read Ion Arbonne stories. And so you can go to, I think it's success.arbonne.com on the computer, and that website has just literally hundreds, thousands of success stories of Arbonne independent consultants, national vice presidents and national vice presidents, people who are just like you when they began, and they share their story. And so when we listen to or watch Discover Arbonnes every day, and we read success stories every day, we begin to internalize and know that if they can do it, reach the top, that we can too. And we can embody their excitement and to share that with everyone else. And so now I'm going to just turn it over to who wants to go next. Just unmute yourself and share what spoke to you, or ask a question. All right. If it's silence, then I'm going to call on someone. So you want to speak up? Alyssa, I'm going to let you go next.
I'm unmuting myself. I was waiting till the end. I thought I was in charge of the end.
Well, you are.
Okay.
So you just go ahead and share what spoke to you, but you still do the closing.
I definitely will. I loved the Belief Has a Sound, because, as someone who has been in Arbonne for so long, I totally agree with belief, and you really have to steal belief from other people sometimes, because we don't always all have our own belief. And so I thought that was just great. I personally love, just the reminder, we're going to go over this in the homework, to rewrite out our 21 reasons if we are someone who has been in Arbonne for a while, because it could have changed since we started. Or we maybe just need to remind ourselves of why we are doing Arbonne. And then I also love, and I got this off of Linda Parker's Let's Go Area Call series, but just the every single night before we go to bed, let's write down our top 3 things that we're going to do the next day. And we're going to talk a little bit about that later when I talk about the homework. But, just to keep us on track, and then, just reaching out to one person a day about Arbonne, just the small daily consistent steps. I think that makes such a huge difference when you do that in your business, instead of stopping and starting and stopping and starting. It's a lot harder to do it that way when you're, on this constant, thing. It's easier if you just kind of stay steady the whole way. So that's my little 2 cents right now. Anybody else ready to go, or do I have to call on somebody?
I'll go. Of course, I think Belief Has a Sound is so important. Consistency. When she first opened this, she talked about consistency. I think it's not stellar activity that gets you to the top, it is consistent activity. But what I loved also was that she said, even if you don't want to go to the top of this business, get to district. Get to district. And she said, even herself, in the beginning, she didn't have the belief maybe to think that she could, drive the Mercedes or get to national vice president, but she knew she could get to district. And then once she did that, look what happens. But she feels that everyone, even if you're just going to do this as a smaller business, so to speak, you need to get the district in order to get that 8% override along with your 15% commission, and make it count. Make the work that you put into this count. And then so many times, once you've gotten there, you realize, oh my gosh, if I got to district, I can become a VP. I can become a national VP. And that has happened to countless people that those of us that have been in this business, even know. So I love that. And she also said that, she said, what you believe in will come true. And it goes so much with GTC and some of the books that we've all been reading, is what you believe. If you can vividly imagine yourself as a successful Arbonne VP, if you can believe that, then it can come true. So I think, the imagery, the belief, again, even though it has a sound, you have to believe it. Other people can believe it, but you have to believe it for yourself. That is key.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
Well, this was my thing. I mean, Kim kind of took the words out of my mouth. That was what I got to. It's just, you have to have fun. That's my thing. You have to have fun and enjoy it. And belief does have a sound. And so when you share that, it's still like we talked about the other night. I'll have what she's having. They want, if everybody wants that. But the other thing that I want to add, if you don't believe it, you can't share. You can't get anybody else to buy into it or to believe it and to join you either. You have to really see that it's for everybody. It's for 20-somethings. It's for 70-somethings. It's for right, Eleanor? It's for everybody. Everybody. It's for Amish girls. It's for everybody. It's for men. It's just for everybody. But you have to believe that that you're worth it, that you deserve it. Don't we all? Come on, we're all the same. And that it's achievable, which it is, because we see it every day. And I loved, again, it's like those two words keep coming back to me every year: belief and consistency. Belief and consistency. So, yeah, she's good.
Okay. Does anybody else have any questions or anything that they want to share?
Can I just say one more thing really fast?
Of course, Eleanor.
Brenda, I always, for those people that are new, enjoy the journey. Watching, I kind of relearned that with Brenda Fouts and her Vibe Tribe, her team. It's hard work, but it's good work. You do good things, but you have to enjoy this journey. You have to be able to laugh at yourself. And Brenda, I think, has retaught all of us to do that. And it makes this journey so much easier, so much more fun when you can laugh at yourself and just have a good time and enjoy the journey all the way to the top, from the very beginning to the top.
Thanks, Eleanor. All right, well, we'll just move right on to the homework, because there is homework. And we hope that you really do the homework, because it is in doing the homework and doing the activity that's going to get you to district and beyond. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Alyssa.
Yes, and so I cannot agree more with Kim. It's fun as it is to get on these Zooms and get to connect with each other every single Monday night. There's no point in us wasting our time listening to these calls, taking the 30 to 45 minutes a week to listen to them, and then to share with each other and to just kind of, bounce ideas off of each other if we're not actually going to do the work that we're supposed to be doing. So I encourage all of us, and I'm talking to myself as I'm telling you all this. I need this just as much as you all do. And I know Kim feels the same way and Eleanor feels the same way. It doesn't matter if you're a national vice president or if you're a brand new consultant, we all still have to maintain our district every single month. And so what better way for any of us to do that than by just going through these calls and pretending that we're all brand new consultants and just getting back to basics and doing what we need to do. And I'm so excited to lock arms with my team and your teams. And I just can't wait to see where we are at the end of this series, because I know if we really listen to these calls and we do this homework, there's no way that we're not going to have, promoted out area managers on this team. And, like Linda said at the beginning of this call, you can be a regional vice president by January the 1st, just by getting to district first and then going from there. And that's so, so exciting. So my first bit of homework is, if for some reason maybe you didn't even get a chance to listen to the call today, I highly recommend that you listen to the call. And when you do, you'll learn that she talks a lot about dare to dream, work to win. So part of this call series is I know a lot of us have already read that book. I've read it many, many times, but I'm going to go back, and I just read it this summer, but I'm going to reread it along with these calls like she suggested. And we're going to read 3 chapters this week. And so even if you don't have Dare to Dream, Work to Win, you can go ahead and buy it now, and it can be here in 2 days. And we don't even have a call next week, so you really have 2 weeks to get 3 chapters in. So that's like easy peasy. We should be reading like 10 pages a day anyway. So Dare to Dream, Work to Win by Tom Barrett is the name of the book. You have to get it. It's part of this call series. Okay. Our next homework bit is going to be, we're going to rewrite, or if we have never written it before, our 21 reasons why we are doing our Arbonne business. Our next bit of homework is we are going to write down 10 people who we want to have in our Arbonne business. And those are the 10 people we're really going to focus on reaching out to. So technically we've got 2 weeks until our next call. So we may want to go ahead and write down 14 people and reach out to just one person a day, and ask them just to take a look at your Arbonne business. But remember, when you're doing this, belief has a sound. So if you have to write out some daily affirmations, that say, I am a business builder magnet. I meet people everywhere I go that want to join my business. I'm sponsoring so many business builders. I have to be really strategic about how I get them started. Those are just some of my daily affirmations. But, affirmations like that. So, you have that belief, that you have to constantly tell yourself, what you believe. So there's that. So we're reaching out to these people. We're also going to be, as Kim shared with us, we're going to be listening to Discover Arbonnes every single day. Put those in your car, on your phone. You can, if you don't have time to do that, read at least an Eye on Arbonne every single day. Steal all of those other people's beliefs. Remember, if they can do it, there's no reason that all of us here on the Zoom can't do it either. Our next one is and when we're reaching out to these people, remember, we're probably going to be getting coffee dates out of that too. So I'm sure here pretty soon in these next few calls, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to get 2 group presentations a week. I know we all love that because it's so much fun, but we need to do that. That's how we meet new people. That's how we, that's how we add to our network, I think in the quickest, most efficient way. And we just really need to focus too on getting people into the Healthy Living group. It's the end of the month. Close day is tomorrow, which is super exciting. And we have a Healthy Living group, 2 of them that start next Monday. So we have the 10-day that starts next Monday, and then we also have the 30-day that starts next Monday. So there's no reason why we can't get at least 4 people, as she suggested, 4 people that each find 4 people to join those groups. And I know it seems very daunting, but just try to find the 4 and then go from there. But I just love the way Linda Parker is big on her math problems. And, I love the way she just shows that, if you find 4 and they each find 4, then you can become a district manager in 1 month just by doing that. I mean, it's amazing. And they can all also get into district manager qualification. So that is our homework. It's a lot. But remember, like she said, no matter what you're doing out of all this homework, your number one goal is to find a business builder and break it down daily. So just like I said before, one of my biggest ahas that I have to remember is, write down what you're going to do. So tonight I'm going to write down, who are 3 people that I'm going to reach out to tomorrow. Who am I going to try to enroll in a healthy living group? And then who am I going to get to host 2 events for me this week? And so, and then at the end of the day tomorrow, I'm going to say to myself, did I get those 3 things done? And then I will know if I'm on track with my Arbonne business. So that's a lot of homework, but I'm excited to get started on it. And that's all I have. Kim, do you have anything else you want to share to wrap us up?
I think that's fantastic. And for our new consultants that are on here and that are listening, you have 7 days, and actually have 14 days to do this homework. So break it down into bite-sized pieces, but be sure you do it, because once you get into activity, you will really start to enjoy the journey. I mean, it is so much fun connecting with other people about Arbonne and sharing a healthy lifestyle and sharing the Arbonne opportunity, because we do change lives every day, and there's no better feeling than to know that you had a part in changing someone else's life. All right, so we have been on for 30 minutes tonight. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you all for being on. So we will see you, not next Monday, but we will see you on August 13th. But for our next Let's Go District Zoom, I'll post the audio in our Facebook group. And I hope to see everyone on our Nation Zoom next Monday, because we do have a lot of excitement going on in our nation, and I would love for you guys to see that up close and personal. So thank you all for joining us tonight, and have a great evening. Oh, Renee, yeah, you have a question? Go ahead, Renee.
Yeah, I have a question. So is this group going to be a separate Facebook group, or are you just going to be posting this in the Sherfield Cardenas Facebook group?
Yeah, it is. We do not have a separate Facebook group because we got so many Facebook group goings on. I thought it would be confusing. Now there is, I know Alyssa has separate, then we have separate. We do have a Let's Go District Facebook group. So it definitely, and that is for new consultants.
Is that the one that we've had for a long time?
We've had it for a couple of weeks. It's not like,
oh, okay, because we used to have one maybe even a year ago or so.
Yeah, no, this is newer than that.
Okay.
And you are in there, but I'll go ahead and tag you so you can find it.
I can find it. Okay, great, thank you.
Yeah, so that is for new consultants. So when you have a new consultant, put your new consultant in there, and then we'll also put it on our team pages, and Alyssa will put it on her team page and in her Let's Go District new consultant Facebook page. And we just decided not to create another one because that would just be way too confusing, too many Facebook pages to keep up with. And so we will see you back here in 2 weeks on Monday, August 13th, but I hope to see you guys on next week for our nation meeting. Yes, Alyssa?
Yes, I do think it might be fun though if we created a Vox with all of us.
Okay.
We could do like just a group, like just because that's easy. And then, if anybody just wants to throw any, it's not too confusing for like new people that are in there. So then, as you listen to the call or as you're doing the homework, if anybody has any questions or if they have lost the recording on Facebook or whatever, I think it'd be fun. We'd get to know each other a little bit better too. So
fantastic. I think that is absolutely great. Alyssa, I'll let you start that and then we can add our people.
Sounds good. I'll get on that right now.
Beautiful. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week, or actually in 2 weeks. Love you all.
Love you. Thank you all for getting on.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Hi guys. It was great. I'm sorry you didn't get to see me, but I'm here.
Hi, Laura.
I was